Greetings everybody and welcome to Madrid Ball. I hope you all are doing good. Real Madrid are back in action today and we have a major task in hand, not only to get good result away from home but also to get 3 points with a very depleted squad. So in this video we will be doing the match preview of Real Madrid versus Getafe. We'll also discuss the topics which have been in the news in the past 2 days. We have news regarding Mendy, Modric and Kroos. So we have a lot to discuss and let's get started. Let's start by talking about Ferland Mendy. Real Madrid in their official statement informed all of us that Ferland Mendy has been diagnosed with an overload to the soleus muscle in the left leg. His recovery will continue to be monitored. Now basically this is a calf injury that Mendy has picked up and the injury apparently has been triggered by muscle fatigue. The reports do suggest that this isn't a serious injury but there are some doubts whether Mendy will be available for the game against Chelsea. Now Real Madrid officially haven't provided us any time frame for the recovery but some reports suggest that Mendy will be fine in a week's time, and Miguel Angel Diaz of Cope, he has informed that Mendy will be absent for 10 to 15 days. He also went on to say that Mendy will miss the games against Getafe, Cadiz, Betis, and he will try his best to be available for the first leg against Chelsea. Now in the past few games we have been talking about how these players are looking tired on the pitch. They have struggled to maintain a high intensity for 90 minutes. Marca as well recently came out with an article in which they said that Benzema, Kroos, Modric and Vinicius are at their physical limit. So we have to be very careful managing the minutes of these players. We already have a depleted squad and we have a tough run of games coming up. So in the run up to the Chelsea game we may be seeing some rotations, but the way the league is set up it will surely be difficult for Zidane to make many changes in the lineup. Right now we can only hope that fatigue doesn't take a toll on our players, and coming to Mendy, we wish him a very speedy recovery, and at the same time Real Madrid must also be careful not to rush him back too soon because we have seen what has happened to the likes of Carvajal, Ramos and Hazard. So that is all we have on the injury updates, and now let's move on to do the match preview of Getafe versus Real Madrid. The match will be played at the Coliseum Alfonso Perez, and if we talk about Getafe, they are currently in the 15th position in the table. They have 30 points from 30 games, and as you see here, the form of late has been terrible. They have only managed 3 draws and 2 losses in the last 5 matches, and they are just 4 points clear of the relegation zone. So this season has been really tough for Getafe. In the past 3 seasons, Getafe have managed to finish in the top half of the table, but this season they have been way below their standards. And if you have a look at the schedule in the next 2 games, they would be playing the 2 heavyweights of Spanish football. But talking a bit more about them, we would be having some familiar faces who we can potentially see in the lineup. We know Takefusa Kubo has been used by Bordalas more often than not, so we may get to see how Kubo will be doing against his parent club. The likes of Carlos Alenia and Marc Cucurella all have links with Barcelona, so they would be looking to do Barcelona a favour. And Enes Unal and Jamie Mata are the 2 attacking threats that we must deal with. Getafe have fancied the 4-2-3-1 in the past few games, but the 4-4-2 is also an option that Bordalas may look to use. And coming to Real Madrid, this as you see is the updated squad list for the match. In the earlier squad list, Zidane had just 13 outfield players available, but then Pablo Ramon, Miguel Arribas and Blanco were also included in the list. Arribas and Blanco, I do think they have a high chance of getting some minutes in the second half. But moving on, let's hear what Zidane had to say in his pre-match press conference. Zidane was asked a few questions which got under his nerve, but firstly, while previewing the match and assessing the challenges that lie ahead, Zidane went on to praise the players. He said, "I'm sure that the fans are proud of the team, and as a coach, I'm really happy because all the players are very committed. We now face 10 games in the space of a month and it's just the way it is. It's the situation we face, but we are pleased to be in the hunt in both competitions. We are focused because we've got a really important game. The group has won a lot, but it's always hungry for more." He was then asked if we were going to see some rotations in the squad against Getafe. Zidane replied, "The plan is that we are all involved in this project and we know that we've got 10 games to go. We are going to try and keep doing what we have been doing up until now and use all the squad. We've had a lot of players out, but those who have played have performed well, and that speaks volumes of the character of this group. We haven't won anything yet and we have to keep on working." Then there came a point in the press conference where things got a bit uncomfortable. Zidane was again asked to address the questions regarding the uncertainty surrounding his future at Real Madrid, and Zidane was not at all happy with these questions. He said, "You don't know anything. You've said there's a need to get rid of Zidane in the past, but I'm here. You can have a contract for 4 or 5 years and be gone tomorrow, or the opposite could happen, where you have a contract that is about to expire and then you stay. There's a lot of talk here, but that won't change. I would like to talk with the media about football more than we do, but there seems to be more interest in other things. I know you all like football too." So clearly from those statements we can see that Zidane Zidane is very displeased and you would expect the media to be more sensible with their questions. But as Zidane says, it is what it is. Anyway, Zidane finally was asked about the performance of Eder Militao. We have seen recently that Militao has done an excellent job filling in for Varane, and the coach went on to say, and I quote, "He's committed and has performed well in recent weeks. All the players want more game time, and we have seen that Militao is ready and he has done well." So those are the important bits from the pre-match press conference, and now we must conclude this video by doing the match predictions. Now obviously we have a few players who would be extremely tired. Zidane may be looking to hand one or two of them some rest, but this is an equally important match in the context of our title defense, and with so many players out, Zidane literally has his hands tied. So I predict in goal we should see the formidable Thibaut Courtois. In defense, there are reports suggesting that Victor Chust is set to make his first La Liga start. It would be a very big day for the youngster, and he should be accompanied by Militao, Odriozola and Marcelo to form the backline. In the midfield, I do feel like one of Kroos or Modric will get some rest. Kroos has been taken off in the past 2 games, but Modric, his engine, has not received any rest whatsoever. So I won't at all be surprised to see either of Kroos and Modric getting some rest, but I'll predict Kroos, Valverde and Isco getting a start in this match. And finally, in attack, I think this may be a game where we can give some rest to one of the front 3 and Rodrigo can be handed a start. He hasn't received much action of late, so I do think he can be starting on the left along with Benzema in the center and Asensio on the right. There are some suggestions that Benzema has a slight ankle issue and Mariano may be started due to that, but I'll stick with Benzema in my lineup. And as for my scoreline predictions, I predict Real Madrid 2, Getafe 0. This will be a challenging match for the team, but I'm counting on the boys to continue the winning run. So come on, let's get our 5th consecutive win in La Liga. And that is all I have in this video. Do let me know how you're feeling ahead of this match. Are you concerned with the thin squad we have at our disposal, or are you confident that no matter what, we'll get the right result? Write your thoughts and your predictions in the comments below. I'll see you soon. Till then, take care. Glory to Madrid. And as always, a la Madrid.